I don't know that it's the most interesting direction they could go. Anyway, that is enough about Xenoblade. It is going to be a while before I stream Xenoblade again. Last year, I was talking about the end of Xenoblade 3 being kind of like the end of an era. And I fully intended on this year being like, oh, the start of the new era of the 9A. I've got a new mic, I'm going to start streaming at 60 FPS, it's going to be all new, it's going to be fantastic. And then they announced this game. And I was like, oh, it's not really a new era, is it? I've gone from finishing Xenoblade to doing more Xenoblade, but now I think we are pretty definitively at the end of an era, because I'm not expecting a Xenoblade game next year. According to the pattern that I have correctly predicted so far, I predicted Xenoblade X Definitive Edition, the next game is not going to be out until 2027. Even if we do end up getting one next year,
I'm tired, boss. So, yeah, I was not expecting any Xenoblade news this year beyond maybe a Xenoblade 2 Switch 2 edition. Certainly wasn't expecting to see the next game. Monolith Soft have made me look like a right fool with that one. I mean, I'm not complaining because, you know, new game in a series that I adore very, very much. Let me just put my phone away. Where's the button gone? There we go. But yeah, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, a game I legitimately thought that I would never be streaming again. So yeah, I've downloaded the Switch 2 edition, and I mean, it's already looking really smooth. From what I've seen, it does appear to be using the same upscaler that they used in X, but it appears to be implemented a lot better here. I think maybe because the resolution was lower to begin with, maybe because the textures are quite low res anyway, because it's from a Wii game. But the sort of like blurring that was going on with X is a lot less noticeable here. So that does unfortunately confirm that Monolith are responsible for the state that X is currently in, which is a real shame. But it is nice that the other games at least are going to look a bit better. And yeah, these games get new content as well. X didn't. I mean, I know X technically got new content last year, but I do feel a little bit sad that it got left out. But we're not here to talk about X. No one wants to talk about X. We're here to talk about Xenoblade 1. So the new content for Xenoblade 1 seems to be fairly simple compared to what 2 and 3 are going to be getting. So I don't know that this is going to be a super long stream. So what I'm thinking that I'm going to do is I do want to like look at the new trailer and sort of do an analysis, but I cannot be bothered to edit a proper video because God knows I have enough editing on my plate right now. So I thought we could do it live on stream, a bit more off the cuff, and just kind of see what we notice together as a chat. It depends how long it takes to get through this first impression stuff, though. Right, news update, extra content. I love these new outfits. They look kind of silly. They don't really fit the game, but they look really cool. I love Melia's. So includes high frame rate, resolution support, rumble during key events. I didn't realise that it didn't have rumble. I never noticed that. The Etherjet vehicle, new gear, and a new minigame. Right, let's load in. So this isn't my stream save file. This is my main save file. It's not 100% clear, but it is a lot closer to being 100% clear than my stream save is. Hey, Sap, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Yes, we're doing some Xenokart today, or Xenokart, as I like to pronounce it. I am British, after all. Right, so, a new character has taken up residence at the Bionis Leg refugee camp. Speak to her to begin a new quest. Right, well, I guess I'm going there. Wow, this is... You know, I used to say that I never noticed the difference between 60 FPS and 30 FPS. I don't know what shit I was chatting, because this is immediately noticeable just how smooth it is. It looks very clean. And yeah, I'm keeping an eye out for any, like, warping like X has, but I I can't see any. Maybe it's worse in handheld like X was. But this looks pretty good so far. Again, it might be because it was lower resolution to begin with, so any warping is less noticeable. But yeah, this is what a more fleshed out Colony 6 would look like. I wasn't able to show this off the last time I streamed Definitive Edition, because obviously it was very focused on the story. Hey, Karkis, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Richard in 4K. I mean, I don't think any of us are seeing 4K here. My monitor is unfortunately only 1080, and I'm streaming at 720, so you guys won't be getting the resolution bump, but you're getting the frame rate boost because I stream at 60 now. Although the preview is quite choppy, although I don't think the stream is ever quite as choppy as the preview looks. One thing that I never get used to is, for whatever reason, the colours on my laptop are so muted. Like, the preview on my laptop looks like the colour palette of the Wii version, and then on my monitor it looks like as it should. Right, refugee camp it said, didn't it? Yeah, so if you haven't played Xenoblade 1 before, there will be spoilers. I'm sorry, this is a complete file. As you can see, I have very good taste in fashion. It is necessary that I dress Melia that way. Right, I've got to remember how to use the UI in this game. Bionis leg. Ricky looking sharp. Oh, yes. None of that can take 60 FPS, Richard, from us at least. True. True, true. Hold on, how do I zoom the camera in again? There we go. If there was one thing I wish Monolith were better at, it's more consistent UI and camera controls between their games, because it is different in every bloody one. Right, where's this new NPC? Give it like 5 more games and they'll get there. Ah, here we go. Yahoo! Inspirations. Ideas pummel grey matter with brilliance. I didn't expect to find a Nopon here. Wouldn't you rather be with the others at the camp? Yeah, what are you doing here all by yourself? Oh ho, and who might friends be? I'm Shulk, and these are my friends, Ryan and Sharla. I won't introduce the others, fuck them. Hope we weren't interrupting anything. What's your name, if you don't mind? Oh ho, friends P's and Q's well-minded, not raised in barn like other hom-hom. For such polite friends, I give full intro spiel. Ahem. Gifted with gizmos, talented with toolbox, known by all as very ingenious inventor. Why is Ricky in the tree? Can you guys see him up there? Okay, name not quite catch on yet, but friend spread word, yes. Can do. Very idiotic inventor, was it? Hold on, I want a screenshot of Ricky in the tree. Oh, this hom-hom clearly from aforementioned barn of rudeness. Rude friends soon change tune. Unveil of world-changing watchamajig very near. Don't need to knock on inventor every day. Clearly, you've not played Xenoblade 2 or 3. You're not like the others, are you? Friend make very astute observation. Inventor career start back in Colony 6. Took single look at buggy that Hom-Hom Littlepon trundled about with, and all of a sudden, zap, crash of inspirations. But inspirations not solve last problem of making thing move. Real bont scratcher. Guess it ain't much use if it don't move. What should we do, Shulk? Well... Hey, Blunter, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Well, I suppose I know a few things about tinkering with machines. Maybe I could be involved. Know a few things. Do ya? Nah, you're obsessed, man. Well-mannered friend, generous to boot. This hom-hom full packet. Here is dilemma. So what friends think? Yeah, I think I see the issue. You're after a power source with both massive output and great longevity. She don't ask for much, does she? Actually, I think I know where we could find something like that. You do? Where? Yeah, in the hangar where Ryan, Fiora, and I went to get those ether cylinders. Oh, I know the one. The cylinder hangar at the back of Tephra Cave, yeah? Yeah, the cylinder there should be up to the task. They're as pure as they come. Yahoo! Polite and generous friend tell truth? Huh. I never knew Colony 9 had a supply of ether cylinders right on their doorstep. I suppose that explains how they kept such strong defense systems operational. Alright, let's go get our mitts on some ether cylinders, shall we? Yeah. Yahoo! Future of science, all up to friends now. Ricky likes trees. Hey Blunter, how you doing today? It's nice to see you. Welcome to a different kind of stream to what I usually do. It's been a long time since I've done a first impression stream like this. But my Xenoblade coverage must be complete. And by complete, I do not mean doing every single quest in this game, because most of them are pretty garbage, if I'm being honest with you. No, that's not the right one. There we go. You like Ricky's fish weapon? Oh yeah, it's a great one, isn't it? I think Ricky is my favourite character to play as in Xenoblade 1. He's very fun. Alright, I was literally just about to walk all the way to Tephra Cave. Right, I think we want to go there. Haven't caught up on the direct, but you know about all the things in Xenokart. Oh, you should watch it. It was a pretty decent direct. A few things there that excited me. Have I done this heart-to-heart? No, but potentially. Now, obviously, I've done all the heart-to-hearts that I can do. And they are quite grindy. Unfortunately, there's no way to replay the ones I've already done. But I do want to try and do a couple of them, because obviously they are voiced now. It's a shame that they haven't added the option to replay them, especially for ones like this where you've already seen them. Because I really don't want to go through this game again. It is a big game. Yeah, looks like there are plenty of fresh cylinders. Even if we take a couple, there should be more than enough left for Colony 9. That's what I like to hear. Let's grab them and get going. Hey, wait! Ain't that one of the hunks of junk that attacked us before? The defense system must be back up. The Mechon are gone though, ain't they? What's there to defend against? Us, probably. We fought back last time and destroyed it. We must seem like a threat. Damn it, of course we fought back. Well, if it's another smackdown it wants, it can come and get one. Looks like it does. I'm assuming that this is going to be a low level. Yep. Clearly you are meant to do this in the early game. This is so surreal, having new Xenoblade 1 content in the year of our Lord 2026. Heh, second time's the charm. I reckon it won't be in a hurry to mess with us again. I'll collect the cylinders. Won't be long. Cheers for that, Shulk. Alright, I've got them. Thanks, Shulk. Let's get those back to that knock-on at the refugee camp then. I'm hoping for Xenoblade 2 that they add the better collectible tracking from Xenoblade 3 and X. I reckon it's only a matter of time before someone records all the heart-to-hearts and put them on YouTube. Oh yeah, definitely. That will happen eventually. I just wish that I could replay them on my own game. It's been a long... Didn't mean to walk into that. It's been a long time since Definitive Edition. Yeah, it has. 6 years. That's... Where has that time gone? Oh, friends brought supply of ether cylinder. Oh, there is a bit of a... Yeah, I do see a bit of blurring around the water there. It's the same weird visual effect that Pokemon Legends Arceus had going on. I don't think that was there before. That might be caused by the upscaler. We're back. These are the cylinders you were after, right? Yahoo! Friends exceed inflated expectations. Time for installing Moment of Truth. Yeah, that doesn't look great. I'll lend a hand too. It's alive! World-changing watchamajig of very ingenious inventor finish at last. I call it Etherjet. That was very dramatic. Whoa, won't lie. I was expecting a pile of scrap, but she's a beauty. Yeah, Juju's going to be green with envy when he sees this. I've got to admit, this really is the product of a very ingenious mind. Oh ho ho! Hom Hom, welcome to keep train of adulation rolling. Hey, can I take her for a spin? I'll bring her right back, I swear. That sleek exterior, those sweet details, it was love at first sight. Come on, please. Rhine, she put blood, sweat and tears into designing that thing. I don't think she'd just lend it out to the first person who asks. It's fine. Friends can take the spin. Actually, friends can just take. See, she says it's for... Wait, what? That right? Friends can take Etherjet. One per friend. Wow, that's too generous. You really don't have to do that. Job of inventor is to invent. Clue is in name. Needed test drivers anyway, so friends do me favour. Well, not that I'm complaining, but are you sure it's alright? Whole career, others make mockery of so-called useless inventions. Big laughing stock. But mostly polite friends offer help without so much as gentle ribbing. That's why I want to repay kindness of friends. You've had it rough, huh? Also, thing is total death trap. Not fancy taking life in wings. I love Noppon. Huh, you say something? Probably just noise of engine. Anyway, we really appreciate you letting us use it. Oh, nearly forget important safety talk. Jets attract more than envious gazes of onlookers. Also attract ire of baddies. What, so we're gonna get swarmed by monsters on this thing? Story in short, Etherjet emit ether by bucket load when friends use boost. No creature in world emits so much ether. So if friends encounter monsters mid-boost, must be wary because it likely to ruffle them wrong way. Right, sort of makes sense, I guess. Monsters aside, it'll be a lot faster than walking, easier on the legs too. We shouldn't let that put us off making good use of it. Yes, yes, hom hom vroom and broom to content of heart, and then... Oh ho ho ho, oh ho 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 ho. This again. Hey, are you right? Go inspirations! Head filled with endless buffet of invention. Now require privacy forthwith. This brilliance not going to bask in itself. She really does love inventing, doesn't she? Well, we should probably leave her to it. Let's go, everyone. Think that'd be for the best. Yeah! Inspirations! Right, how do I use this thing then? That is a lot of controls to take in. So, ZL to break. Okay, all of that side to break by the sounds of it. So ZL, yeah, to break. ZL plus ZR to get on and off. L and R to target the enemy. R is the guidance panel. A to boost, B to accelerate. Okay, that seems simple enough. Okay, so do I not have to unlock it in Future Connected? Do I just have it now? That's pretty cool. I'll probably go over to Future Connected as well, just to make sure. Yahoo! Friends may unfasten tenterhooks. Finally time for Grind Unveil. Hyperventilate of Excite. Conveniently provide dramatic pause. Ahem. Extremely exciteful event is begin. Sorry, you've lost me. What kind of event exactly? Official name, Noppon Grand Prix. In most big octane occasion in all Noppon history. Grand Prix. Is it some kind of race then? Calling it race not do justice. Friends go to next door Gower Plain and see for selves. Oh ho 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 ho! Yahoo! Ideas rise from brain loaf like pollen cake in hot oven. Right, I think we've got it now. We'll be sure to give it a try. Yeah! Inspirations! I fucking hate this Noppon. Stop making me shout. The Noppon Grand Prix. You can now participate in the Noppon Grand Prix. Open the main menu and press Y. Or ask the Noppon assistant at Ragwell Bridge to attempt the Noppon Grand Prix. Perform well. Okay, so that's how you get the new gear. Meet the reward conditions on each stage to receive new unique equipment for each character. Wear a full set for increased acceleration. And okay, so they do have a purpose. Oh my god, Ryan has like tires all over him. Fulfill the criteria for every reward to gain those perks permanently. Oh, okay, interesting. So there's a way to unlock the boost without needing the equipment. So Magna Forest. Okay, so these would unlock as you go through the game. But obviously I finished the game. Ryan has become Speed. Right, let's
Right, so.
Here we go. Okay, so the camera turns with me, which I guess makes sense because I have to hold down B with the other hand. No weird claws.
This first of the Let's keep this up. Teleport power.
Okay, the boost is quite fast. Okay, this is exactly the thing that Xenoblade 1 needed, though, because the walking speed in Xenoblade 1 is really slow, and there is no sprint. And to get around that, you have to waste one of your gem slots on a quick step gem. This basically removes the need for them. This solves that problem entirely. Gives a new purpose to collectibles as well. Okay, this is actually really cool. When I saw it in the Direct, I admit I kind of looked at it and went, what the fuck, that's really stupid. But no, I'm actually really enjoying this. Yeah, I'm very impressed that they got everyone back. It was already really impressive when they just got Shulk and Melia back in Future Connected. But having everyone is kind of nuts.
Good. Let's keep this up.
Right, should we see how to do this Noppon Grand Prix then? So, there's score attack. Must make your way to the goal while scoring as many points. Smash into the ether ore to get points. Must pass all the checkpoints. Okay, it makes sense. Wait, what was that about colour bonuses? Oh, okay, you want to get a chain of the same colour to get more points. Okay, that makes sense. And then Battle Race is obviously a race. It also has a score. I'm assuming that's probably not as important, though. Oh, so it rewards you for knowing the maps. That's interesting. I'm assuming I'm not going to do very well today, then. I'm going to have to learn these. Oh god, I'm going to have to do each one 7 times. Which is kind of annoying. It looks like there are two colour schemes of each outfit, though. Right, I think... Having seen the outfits, I think Melia's is the cutest, so I'm going to play as Melia for this.
Here I go.
Alright, let's try this one first. Okay, everyone's got different
You
stats.
would choose me.
Ready? Look, I'm
Going. You would choose. Going. You're going.
So Melia's not super
You
fast,
would
but
choose me.
she's got good acceleration. And we probably don't want to be too fast if we're aiming for, like, precise driving for the
Certainly.
points. I genuinely can't believe they've added a racing mode to Xenoblade. Why doesn't X have this?
In the name
It would
of
fit with the
Melia
scales so
Antiqua.
well.
3, 2, 1.
That's one down. There's more where that came
Oh,
from.
missed one.
Start as we mean to go on. Oh. This game is
Oh.
all but won. This is quite the thrill. That's one down. This game is all but won. There's more where that came from. Oh.
Okay, this is a more fun challenge mode than the actual challenge mode that this game has. This is awesome.
Blessing.
Oh, to that corner a bit too wide.
That's one down. This game is all but won.
Oh. Okay, should probably go a bit slower there.
Know where that came from. Fully charged.
Oh, nearly fell.
Say the word. Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Phew. That could have been worse.
Fuck, how do I get back up? You want one of them to be the objectively worst driver. As much as I love him, I hope it's either Ryan or Ricky. I think it would fit their character the most. Okay, yeah, I think I fucked that up big
I
time.
did all that I could.
My score was enough, though. I just needed to reach the goal. Shulk, I think... maybe Shulk, yeah.
In the name of Melia Antiqua.
I feel like any of them would make sense to be the worst, besides probably Melia, because she probably has, like, advanced technology like this in Alchemoth.
Start as we mean to go on. Oh. This is quite the thrill. A blessing. This game is all but won. That's one down. This game is all but won. There's more where that came from.
Ooh. Who needs Mario Kart World? This is my new favorite racing game. Ah, still missed one. And yes, Sam, you can quote me on that and send it to Joey.
That's one down. This game is all but won. Ah. A blessing.
Oh, missed one.
There's more where that came from. It's out of
Right, let's not
control.
fall off this time then.
Start as we mean to go on.
Nice. Okay, so I could have gone round for the extra time and got all those extra points, but I just wanted to finish. Who was the kid who stole a car and crashed it into a bridge? Oh, Juju! Yeah, they should add him as a racer. Does this game let you eat a burger while driving on a wall over a chasm for a half a second of time save? No. And that's why it's a much better game. Oh, we get Knock on Stone as well. Is that the same currency that Challenge Mode uses? Because if I can get the Challenge Mode outfits in a more fun way, I will do that. I really haven't dug into Xenoblade Challenge Modes as much as I should. Clearly, this is Monolith testing the waters for a Xenoblade series kart racer. I'd take it. I'd be very happy with that. Hold on, I didn't read what that said at all. Right. Let's keep going with Melia.
I'm up.
Going you would choose certainly.
Just because I want to get one of the outfits. I think I'll do the race with someone else. It's interesting that there aren't any Mechonis racetracks. Obviously, I know what happens to Mechonis. But surely they could have just added some for the fun of it.
3, 2, 1.
That's one down. There's more where that came from. Oh. This is quite the thrill.
Ooh! Oh, this is very precarious.
A blessing. This game is all but won.
I genuinely can't get over how well this works.
That's one down. This game is all but won. There's more where that came from.
I'm curious if the controls of this are a test for something in the next game. Like, maybe there'll be some kind of vehicle you can get there as well.
That's one down.
Oh, got stepped on. And not in a fun way.
Start as we mean to go on. This game is all but won. It's out of control. There's more where that came from.
Yeah, let's get some of these before I hit the finish. Curious that winning with Ricky is worth nearly double the points as winning as with Shulk. Maybe there is an objectively worse driver. That'd make sense, yeah.
Fine result.
It's a fun way to listen to the music as well, yeah. I wonder if they let you change the track that plays. Or if it's always going to be You Will Know Our Names. Oh, I didn't want to retry. I wanted to pick a different track.
In the name of Melia Antiqua.
3, 2, 1. Go!
Well then.
Alright, let's go for Alchemoth. I wonder if there's going to be Telephia everywhere.
Certainly.
I'm actually really glad they've added this
In the name
because
of Melia
of the 3
Antiqua.
games, Xenoblade 1 is probably the one I have the desire to replay the least.
Well, start as we mean to go
But I could definitely see myself booting this up just to have a bit of fun. Oh, shitting hell. Come on, Melia, you should know the terrain around here. It's your hometown.
Oh. A blessing. This game is all
Ugh.
but won. That's one down. This game is all but won. There's more where that came from.
Okay, getting the hang of when to let go of the boost is going to take some learning.
one down. This game is all but won. Oh. There's more where that came from.
Hey Renly, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? And hey Ben for the thank you for the fitting music. Welcome to Xenoblade Kart.
A fine result.
Okay, so these target scores aren't actually very hard to hit. Disappointed you didn't think to do that. Next time, Blunter. Next time. Okay, the Valak one is going to be fun. It's going to be like Mount Morio.
I'm up.
Going, you would choose me? Certainly.
Can I crash a mobile house into the artillery with this new mode? We'll try. A race on Mechonosaur would have been great. Oh, yeah. Oh, that would have been amazing.
In the name of Melia Antiqua.
I'm just glad there isn't a Bionis interior one.
Well, that's one down. There's more where that came from. This is quite the thrill. Fully charged. Just say the word. This game is all but won. Oh, that's one down.
I can't tell if these are new voice lines or if they're just repurposed from elsewhere in the game. Okay, that jump was actually pretty cool.
That could have been worse. This game is
Oh,
all
this
but
way,
won.
this way.
Fully charged. Just say the word. Start as we mean to go on.
Oh, I missed loads of crystals there.
That's one down. Oh,
This track seems really open-ended with how they've laid it out on Valak Mountain.
turn, I beg you. This game is all but won. Oh, that's one down.
Oh, look at all these crystals down here.
There's more where that came from. I've exhausted my energy.
Now kind of sad this isn't going to be in any of the Xenoblades you actually have. Yeah, I know. It's actually a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Bionis Interior will be the new Rainbow Road. Oh god. What about that area that's the Bionis' dick? Oh, it's not big enough, unfortunately. Colony 6. There is a Colony 9 one, though, so you can race on the Bionis' foot.
I'm up.
Going, you would choose certainly.
Yeah, it seems to lose the momentum in drops, so I guess the best strategy is to avoid them. The doctor said it was perfectly normal. Right, we're about to prove the mobile artillery drivers wrong. You can do it in less than 40 seconds.
In the name of Melia Antiqua.
3, 2, 1.
What material is this outfit she's wearing made of? Because it like looks really leathery.
There's more where that came from. Oh. This is quite the thrill. Start as we mean to go on. A blessing. This game is all but won. That's one down.
I suppose it would make sense to be leather, actually, because, like, bike suits are usually leather, aren't they? It's not just used for naughty things.
Where's the ground? I ought to be more careful. That's one down. There's more where that came from.
Oh, that's round there. Okay. Get out of my way, bird. Don't end up like Juju. I'll try not to. I think I'm going to be cutting this one quite close. Brox. Oh, yeah, it could be Brox. Or, like those Ponios on, or Arden, I suppose, because leather is cow, isn't it?
I've exhausted my energy.
So, Ardens are like Xenoblade cows. Could be from them.
This game is all but won. Start as we mean to go. A blessing.
And there we go, nice.
Delightful.
Maybe all these updates are just to prepare us for Xenogears. No, not Xenogears. Xenoblade Genesis having horse racing, mobile game combat, and Survivaton-style automated progression. Oh, yeah, I mean, very well could be. Like, these kinds of modes could be in that game. We don't know. Right, so we've unlocked the outfit for Melia. So I wanna put it on her. See how she looks. Hey, Scarlet Flame! Thank you for the watch streak. That is really appreciated. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. That hood looks so stupid. I love it. It kind of reminds me of Xenoblade X. The wing sleeves, yeah, they're cute, aren't they? Yeah, it does give me X vibes. I'm glad you're doing well, Scarlet Flame. Right, should we do some racing then? Who should we be for the races? Gormotti did just make the best hoodie. They did, yeah. But not anymore, they've been replaced.
I'm up. Looking ready as always. Looking for someone.
Oh, Reiner's shit acceleration. Oh, look at Ricky's speed. And his handling. Oh, no.
You would choose it going for me?
I'm up.
You're picking me.
Okay, I'm actually going to go for Fiora. Those stats look pretty good. Ricky's clearly hard mode. I'll do him when I'm used to it. I forgot I had that. Go for the silver-haired girl next time. Oh, I just did a bunch of levels as her. Although she is best girl.
Watch out. I'm coming for first.
3, 2, 1.
Delightful. Out of energy already. Lean into it. Everything is going my way.
Oh no! Shit, that's gonna cost me. Twilight Speedway does sound like a Sonic level. Okay, so you really want to boost on the drop.
That's the way.
Just to keep some speed. Oh no. Oh, how do I get out of the water?
All charged, it's fine. It's not over till it's over.
I think it's pretty over for Fiora. That went really badly.
Ahead of me. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Delightful. Great stuff. Yes! I'm moving up. Everything's going my way. Out of energy already. Zipping See you later. Take Ricky. Lean into it. See you later. Take Ricky. That's the way.
Did he just say quickie?
Just you wait.
Monolith, you know what that means, right? Please tell me you know what that means.
Smashed it.
Oh, shitting hell. These fucking holes. Oh, I'm all the way back here, and I can't remember the way up. Hold on, I might be able to get up here. If I, don't go... No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, that's... Oh, fuck that. See you in a bit, Ben. All that matters is if Ricky knows what it means. He doesn't. Oh, yeah, he definitely doesn't.
Watch out. I'm coming for first.
3, 2, 1.
Bye now. No, smashed it. Lean into it. Everything's going my way. Please, no. And we're off.
Okay, so that was going pretty well until I screwed it up, so... Provided I... don't do that.
Please, no.
Okay, this is actually a lot harder than the score attack. The camera angle's not helping, because I can't really see properly.
Watch out. I'm coming for first.
3, 2, 1.
Hold on, maybe if I zoom out a bit, I'll have an easier time.
Out of energy already.
I need to retake my driver's test. My IRL driving would probably make you say that too.
Everything's going my way. Sorry. Please, no. That's the way. Look out! Wow, it's so fast. That's the way.
Okay, so I want to hit these to like maintain my boost.
Look out! Great stuff. Go, go, go! Got a bonus. Lean into it. Everything's going my way. Out of energy already. Smashed it. All charged up. Ready whenever. That's the way. Look out!
I keep hitting these bloody mech on. Right, there are holes around here, Ben. Let's not fall this time.
Great stuff. Look out! Smashed it. That's the way.
Excellent.
Go, go, go!
Excellent.
Okay, when you don't fall off everything, it's actually quite easy.
I actually won!
So do you think the conversation about the VA work they needed done for this update went well? I reckon they had a lot of fun doing this.
That's the one!
I'm up.
Going your pick? Yep, I'm on it.
Thank you, Blunter. Right, there's a lot of places to fall off on this one because of the bridges, so gotta be careful.
Watch out, I'm coming for first.
3, 2, 1.
Well, I've just seen that there's a respawn command, so I wonder if that puts you like back at the last checkpoint you were at.
Terribly sorry.
Excellent. 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 Excellent.
That's the way. Great stuff.
Excellent.
No!
And we're off. Smashed it!
I'm still in first though, so it's fine. It doesn't count.
Look out! Wow, it's so fast! That's the way. Go, go, go! Everything's going my way. All charged up, ready whenever.
Shit, where the fuck do I go now? Okay, up here.
I was scared for a second there. Please, no! Lean into it.
Okay, I'm now maybe starting to see how these areas weren't designed for racing on.
That's the way.
But it is fun, so I'm not gonna complain.
Great stuff.
I thought the bridges would be the hard part, the tree said otherwise. Yeah, the trees were really annoying. We've hours worth of previously unvoiced scenes we'd like you to go over, but afterwards we need you to voice lines for a racing minigame with the exact same level of seriousness. See, that's what must be fun about doing voice work for games, is that it's just really silly. Right, let's go on to Alchemoth. Alchemoth at Dawn. That's a good name.
I'm up, am I?
Go, you're picking.
I'm up.
You're picking. Yep, I'm on it.
Okay, the new modes for 2 and 3 have a lot to live up to after this. R3 especially would be so much fun to race around.
Watch out, I'm coming for first.
3, 2, 1.
I'm not so sure about 2, because 2 has a lot of verticality in its level design. It's not quite as like wide and open.
Wow, it's
But there are certain areas of 2 where it works.
lean into it. Great stuff. Out of energy already. charged up.
I mean, the new mode for 3 will be great because 3 just has a great combat system. And the mode it already has was pretty good, so getting something like that will be fun. Yeah, I'm also not sure about 2. We'll see what it is. I wasn't really able to tell what it was meant to be from what little we saw of it.
Everything is going my way.
But for those 2, I'm more looking forward to the new Blade and the new hero. A Spirit Crucible would make for a decent kart track, yeah, because that's quite long and linear, isn't it?
Lean into it.
Yeah, it looks like it was, because they did say it was something to do with Merc missions, didn't they? But then also the point of Merc missions is to be like a background task, so they don't want to make it too involved or you kind of defeat the point. Oh my god. The fact that I'm still in first after that.
The way. Great stuff.
Yeah, that's what it did seem to be.
Out of energy already.
Yeah, they need to add a jump button to this.
I'm the champion. That's the one.
Oh. Now you can be more involved in the Ursula grind. Well, at least if you end up with her as your last blade, you'll have something to do.
I'm up.
Going, you're picking? Yep, I'm on it.
Was it possible to send Poppy on Merc missions? I think in New Game Plus you might have been able to send one of her forms, but definitely not in the regular
Watch
game.
out. I'm coming for first.
Your Ursula is on Zeke, it's such a pain, oof.
Out of energy already.
This is some speed.
Everything's going my way. Great stuff. Wow, it's so fast.
Okay, the strategy really does seem to be to go for a colour combo if you can, because that completely refills your boost. But that's not always possible.
Excellent. Excellent.
Smashed it. That's the way.
Oh, and it gets you this unlimited boost for a time as well, that's nice.
Great stuff.
I can't wait to see the Xenoblade speedrunning community just, like, fully adopt this.
Lean into it.
I want to see what all the best routes are.
Out of energy already.
Excellent. Excellent.
Got a bonus. Ah!
Excellent.
Go, go, go! Smashed it! Everything's going my way.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's the way.
Excellent. 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 Excellent.
Oh no!
All charged up. Ready whenever. Lean into it.
Excellent.
Smashed it. That's the way.
Excellent.
Look out! Out of energy already.
How is Ricky, the supposed slowest one, the one who's actually keeping up with me?
Great stuff. Go, go, go!
I think all 3 forms can be sent in New Game Plus. Or at the same time. Are you just not able to use Tora in that case? I haven't really done many Merc missions in New Game Plus, to be fair. Aside from when I was just completing affinity charts. Oh, no, I didn't want to retry this one. I wanted to do the Colony 9 one. I'm glad that Xenoblade 1 finally has some good side content, though. I want to get off Mr. Colony 9 Wild Ride. Oh, I remember those days when we used to call the Wild Ride. I wonder who they got to do the countdown. I'd like to know that as well.
I'm coming for first.
I hope it's Adam Howden.
Go in my way. Wow, it's so fast. That's the way.
Oh, Jesus Christ, the fucking market.
So sorry.
Oh, okay. This area was not designed for this.
They overtook me. Smashed it.
Oh. Okay. I'm seeing some design problems here.
Watch out. I'm coming for first.
3, 2, 1.
Everything go in my way. Smashed it. Wow, it's so fast.
Right, we need to, like, properly just slow down in here. Speed doesn't win every race.
And we're off. So sorry.
Oh, fuck off, Charlotte.
How are they so fast? Oh, what a rush. See you later. Just you wait.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
This is nothing personal. Not bad.
Oh, I don't like this one.
See you later. Out of energy already. Middle of the pack. But I still
Yeah,
got a shot at
why has that got collision on it?
I'm moving up.
Not bad.
That is fine.
Okay, this is the Rainbow Road of Xenoblade Kart. This is horrendous.
Go, go.
I've managed to find every spot to get stuck, I know.
Energy already. Great stuff. That's the way.
Excuse me.
No. Smashed it. Everything is going my way. Out of energy already. All charged up.
Okay, I've somehow got myself back into first.
Great stuff.
I genuinely don't know how.
That's the way.
Oh my god, no, not up here. What a way to hit the finish. Was that Dunban over there?
I can't believe
It
I
was.
won. That's the one.
Okay, I really enjoyed that mode. Alright, I want to check out this outfit that I've earned. That's a cute hairstyle. That's very Pyra. I think it's interesting how they've designed Fiora's outfit, because it hides that she's a Mechon, so that they could put her in marketing without spoiling it, which is clever. So do Ricky's low stats just allow him to be punished the least by the CPU driving controls? I guess so, yeah, maybe. Because he's doing very well. Right, I'm going to take a quick break because I need a wee. My bladder's been playing up today. When I get back, I'm going to see if I can unlock a heart-to-heart. And then I'm going to head over to Future Connected and see if there's a new racetrack there as well. So I'll see you all in a moment.
I love refrigerators.
Right, okay, I am back. Let's take a look at my affinity chart and see whose heart-to-heart I am the closest to unlocking. Okay, so they're all on blue. I want to do someone with Ricky. I want to do Ricky and Melia. Hey, Mr. Alligator, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hope you're having a good day. Right, let me see if I can remember how to gift stuff.
But what does this have to do with Shulk?
Had a busy but decent day, getting ready for bed as we speak. Nice, I'm glad you had a decent day. That's what we like to hear. How do we do gifting again? Ah, here we go. Alright, Ricky to Melia. Oh. Okay, I got a lot of these, so just... Oh, you love the Dober Corgis. I mean, to be fair, Corgis are really cute. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm, surprisingly enjoying Xenoblade 1's Switch 2 edition more than I was expecting, because it is my least favourite Xenoblade game. But the new racing mode is really fun. 60 FPS is nice, and the upscaler seems to have been implemented a lot better than the one in Xenoblade X. God, it takes a ridiculous amount of gifting to raise affinity. God, this game can be a real grind sometimes. This is just to unlock one level as well, one heart-to-heart. Okay, Melia didn't like the handcuffs. I guess she's not my kind of girl. What? She doesn't like a carrot either. Okay, there we go. Got a heart-to-heart unlocked. That took entirely too long. So fallen arm. And I'm not sure entirely where it's going to be. Right, there's one here. Oh no, it's inside the junks. I forgot how janky Xenoblade 1 jumping was. How do I get back? If she doesn't like carrots, that at least means she isn't secretly a horse. True. And I'm glad that we were able to verify that. Oh, they've got little headlights as well. Seriously, how do I get... Okay, here we go. Okay, it's not that one. So... could be this one. Why is this considered the game with the good jumping? Beats me. Fucking beats me. Here we go. Right, let's mute and let's listen.
Ricky and friends camp here once. Ricky talked to Dun Dun for ages. Ricky catch fish for Dun Dun, and Dun Dun say, yum yum.
Is that so? I expect you stayed up rather late chatting away under the moonlight.
Melly right. But Melly shut eyes very early, so Melly not eat any grill fish.
What is grill fish, Ricky?
Melly not know. Grill fish so yum yum that Dun Dun's eyes pop out. Melly must eat. Melly not forget taste later.
You've definitely piqued my interest. If you recommend it that highly, I will have to give it a try.
Yay! Melly will be very happy. Ricky find yum yum fish for Melly to eat.
Why, thank you, Ricky. But we have places to go. We should leave your culinary delights until another time.
Boring! Ricky catch it now. Grill fish tastier than tasty. Leave it to Ricky. Ricky splish splash in water and get fish really quick.
I doubt you will catch a fish as easily as that.
Melly wrong. Splish splash not easy. But Ricky has bestest flip-flap wings in all of village.
Splish, splash, flip, flap? Are you sure about this, Ricky? What if something happens? We're the only ones here.
Ricky will set ground on fire too. Melly can sit and wait for Ricky's special grilled fish.
I can see you won't be persuaded. I suppose I have no choice but to wait for your return, Ricky.
Melly will love fish. Ricky return very soon.
He seems a tad too excited. But I hope he's going to cook up a storm. Perhaps I will regret saying that.
Okay, yeah, that was a much needed improvement. The old heart-to-hearts were very underwhelming compared to 2 and 3, but that was good. Also, in Future Connected, I kind of mentioned that it was noticeable that Jenna Coleman hadn't voiced the character for 10 years, and that her voice sounded quite different. Didn't get that same issue here. That sounded pretty close to the original voice lines. So, yeah, that integrates pretty seamlessly. That's nice. I'm glad they've gone through and added voice acting to all of those. It would be nice if I could replay the ones I'd already seen. But it is what it is. Right, let's go to Future Connected then. Aren't hard to... Oh, yes, no, you're right. They might be. Yes, you might be absolutely right, Carkeys. Okay, I will investigate that. And in my own time, go through and watch them all. So, unlike the base game, this is a 100% complete file of Future Connected. I did indeed do it all. I think I even did kill all the unique monsters as well. Look at all of them. I love the Pond Spectres.
Push it, and off we go.
Start as we mean to go on. It'll hold. It has to. Nay, up in. This is quite the thrill.
Okay, so Nene and Kino have their own designs for it as well. That's pretty cool. I hope they've got new outfits as well. No! There's no Nop on GP! There's no... Are you telling me that there's no Future Connected racecourse around the Bionis shoulder? Yeah, they've got no new outfits. That's a little disappointing. I mean, it's nice that they've carried across the Ether Jet, but... like, this could have been a really fun racetrack. That does make me sad. Okay, in that case, let's go check out the event theatre. And we'll make up the time that Future Connected has let us down with by seeing if we can do one heart-to-heart in particular that I think I've already seen. Contrary to popular belief, people do not just have a save file immediately before the Massive Plant heart-to-heart ready to go for occasions like these. Well, they should. Even if the event theatre allows it, I'm disappointed by the lack of preparation. Yes, you can see them. Cool. It's this one, isn't it? With Melia in Magna Forest. Right, let's do this.
Something bothering you, Melia?
Forgive me, Shulk. I'm not myself today.
Check out this massive plant! The flora in this region really are something else. The people back home will never believe the stories.
They are quite amazing, yes.
Sorry, Melia. I guess you find this stuff kind of boring.
It's not that. Really, it isn't. In fact, I think I feel a little better already listening to you. I have to say, that's not exactly what I meant.
Well, if you say so.
You're not going to ask me what is wrong?
If you've cheered up, then I guess I don't need to know. Besides, I'm not too good at knowing when to ask and when to keep quiet.
I can tell. But it's all right. You've turned the gloomy cloud over my head into sunshine. Just being here with you is enough for me. Thank you.
That was as beautiful as I wanted it to be. I love that. Right, okay, I'm going to jump over to the chat room quickly while I get stuff set up. Because, as I said, I would like to kind of do a off-the-cuff semi-analysis of the Xenoblade Genesis trailer. I'm not going to do a full edited video like I did for X, just because I don't have the mental capacity to do that right now while I've got Tomodachi on the go. And also, I was able to go so thoroughly into X because I am intimately familiar with that game. Whereas, obviously, with a new game that's like a new start for the series, that's not the case. So, let me just turn the switch off. Let's get that out. Let's get my proper mouse ready. But we're not just going to be doing the Xenoblade Genesis trailer. I thought it'd be fun to look back at the reveal trailers for all 4 mainline Xenoblade games before Genesis. And just to kind of see how the trailers themselves have changed, how the games have evolved, how similar they are to each individual game. Right. Where's my HDMI cable gone? It's in my Xbox because I was playing Monster Hunter earlier. Okay, hopefully that hasn't killed the stream. Because my laptop is really finicky. There we go. Let's pop that there. Let's get Chrome open. Hopefully that doesn't kill the stream because my laptop traditionally does not like Chrome and OBS being open at the same time. Let's just make sure that my YouTube front page is safe because I've had some questionable stuff popping up in my algorithm recently. That looks fine. There's some Doctor Who, and that's a bit lame, but we can ignore that, you know. Right. Let's just check that that's capturing properly. There we go. So, we're going to start by going through the old trailers. For each of these, we're going to watch it through once. And then just kind of do a quick, like, mini, oh, what's changed, sort of thing. So, let's... yeah, it's Big Ben, it's Big Me. Hello, hello. I'm trying to look at the webcam more, because I'm really bad at not looking at it. Right, so, let's go to the right screen. There we go. Yeah, so as you can see, Doctor Who has been a bit of a casualty today. Right, so this will potentially be the most interesting of these 4. Actually, you know what? Rather than leaning over to my laptop to type, let's get me a proper keyboard out. I've not used this bad boy in a long time. I expect I'll be using it more once I get my new PC sorted. So yeah, this one, I watched it earlier. I've never actually watched this trailer before. It was bizarre. It was really, really weird. Let me just check the sound coming through. Yeah. Let me know if this is... Actually, I think that could come down a little bit. Yeah, let's bring it down by... No, not minus 50, minus 5, there we go. Cool, right, this should do. So we're going to watch through each one, and then do a quick sort of what's changed. So yeah, this was a weird trip, this one. Because I'd never seen this. Excuse the low resolution. My laptop is a potato. presentation of this trailer is really weird because it's literally just the music playing. There's no sound effects. Barely any voices. But it's interesting that the music hasn't changed. Like, they had that locked down from the start. So yeah, it originally wasn't a Xenoblade game. I believe it was Iwata who suggested that they rename it to honour their past games. And I'm glad he did, because we got a full franchise out of them doing that. Right, so let's go through that a little bit more thoroughly and kind of have a look at what's changed. So Dunban looks pretty much as he does in the final game. This entire scene does. So that must have been locked down quite early. Now these three, though, they look really different. Like, look at Shulk's face. It just, obviously, it's on the Wii, so it looks kind of old anyway, but... Oh, it looks very different to how he looked in just even the final Wii version. Fiora's got a very different outfit. This can't be a Nintendo trailer. Where's the narrator pointing out obvious stuff? But Ryan hasn't changed all that much, and that is because he is perfect and without flaw. But yeah, look at Fiora. Completely different hair, completely different outfit. I could be wrong, but I want to say that you can get that outfit in Definitive Edition. I'm pretty sure they added it. Maybe not the pigtails, but I think the top they did. I might just be making that up, though. But yeah, Shulk just looks completely different. Just very different facial structure. Machna Forest looks mostly about as it does. You can tell they clearly weren't pros at making trailers because they've tried to screen capture it, and they've got the black border that I get when I stream Wii games. I don't think ether crystals are like that tall in the final game. Colony 9 looks about as it did, so does Frontier Village. The UI looks basically as it does in the final version of the Wii game. I don't think there's ever an Igna that big. Satol Marsh looks about as it did. So it's, yeah, the character models are very different, and the name's obviously different, but the rest of it looks pretty locked in to what we ended up getting. I thought for sure that this was going to be the one that was the most different from its base game, but I don't think it actually is. Now, this next trailer is one that is very, very near and dear to my heart. Very, very special. Because this is the trailer that got me into Xenoblade. It is the trailer that I recreated to announce one of my streams. Back when it was just called X. This trailer is iconic. Here comes the drop. Love this tune so much. What a trailer. What a banger of a trailer that is. Without this trailer, we wouldn't be here today doing this stream. Just saying. That did look like it was getting a bit loud on the music there, though. So let me just drop that a little bit more. Hey, Ben, welcome back. This isn't a Switch 2 game. No, it's not. And Ben's life was never the same. No, it wasn't. I owe this trailer so much. So I think this is the one that's actually changed the most from its reveal trailer. I mean, this cutscene is basically the same as in the final game, just a little bit more detailed because I think this was pre-rendered at this point. Also, this may have been before the character was a custom character because he looks very shulky. And we know that they were originally planning on having a set character. I like the red skull. Makes me think Monado. Shout out to whatever that zoo... Oh, we'll get to the zoo park scene. So NLA looks pretty close to how it was. So this is interesting. You can't really see it under my webcam. The UI, unlike Monado, is very different to how it is in the final game. Okay, that's basically as it was. Again, yeah, the UI is quite different. I don't know that there's an Aprica here in the final game. I don't know that there are any of them in Primordia, actually. I usually associate these guys with Noctilum. I could be wrong about that, though. This is very different, because that is are they called Filavants? They're the big flower things. They are not in Oblivia. They are a Coldros enemy. There's this, underneath my webcam, just like slightly below it, there's this like weird UI. I don't know what that is. Yeah, the enemy placement, again, that is a Noctilum enemy on the right. Just going off the colour scheme there. This is very different. This is the Mining Frigates in Coldros. These enemies can be found in Coldros, I think, but not in this quantity. Like, that is a clusterfuck going on there. Weather indicator, yeah, it could be. A lot of games can have fairly big UI changes throughout. Yeah, they can. It's not the fact that it's changed that surprises me. It's just how much it has changed compared to the Monado trailer to Xenoblade 1, because that was basically exactly the same. Okay, that looks pretty accurate to final game, so does this. Yeah, same for this shot here. Again, that looks pretty accurate. So the world was basically pretty locked in at this point. That is a fantastic final shot. And yeah, the logo was a lot more Xenogears back at this point. But yeah, Zoo Tharg, you were originally going to fight it in Coldros rather than in Silverland, which would have... The fight is already awesome, but this would have upped it up, made it even more awesome. I'm pretty sure there was meant to be like a Zoo Tharg Global Nemesis fight in Coldros at some point as well, after they moved it. It's a shame that we never got that added back, because that would have been really cool. Yeah, Zoo Tharg's looking really dynamic in that cutscene. We are going to do Xenoblade 2 and 3 as well, but I think these games, they were revealed a lot closer to release, so they're a lot less different. Such a fun scene, and you do wonder if it was built for the trailer or from an earlier build of the game. It might be a trailer scene, because it does look very pre-rendered compared to the rest of the trailer. But I hope it was real at some point. I wish we were in a world where we got that fight. So this is the trailer where I saw that logo, freaked out, and then wait, what the fuck? This isn't X. It's a very similar situation to Genesis yesterday, actually. There's a lot of parallels. That shot of Gormott moving, though, did make me go, okay, that's pretty cool. Did I run out of things to do in game then? Yeah, the changes, they were fairly small additions. And I did say at the beginning of the stream that I wanted to kind of do some trailer watching as well. I think this is the first time, though, the music is different, though. Because this isn't the final version of Gormott. The instrumentation here is a bit less full than it is in the final game. Okay, they nail it with these final shots every time. Like, look at this. This is Xenoblade 2 in a nutshell, this shot here. Yeah, you need to go back and watch the start of stream. I did something pretty funny. Not to toot my own horn. Yeah, looking back, I can appreciate that this was a very good trailer. Just at the time, I was a little bit salty that Xenoblade X wasn't getting a sequel. That logo is very bland compared to the one it ended up getting, though. Like, where's the fire? Right, so we're going to go back through this, but I just want to, like, point out the parallels between the Xenoblade 2 situation and the Xenoblade Genesis situation. Because in a year, ending in 5, I got Xenoblade X. Got the original in 2015, got Definitive Edition in 2025, and I was convinced both times, oh yeah, we're definitely following this up. Definitely following this up. And then a game slated to come out in a year ending in 7. 2017 for Xenoblade 2. 2027 for Xenoblade Genesis is revealed that seemingly has no connection to X and is much more fantasy than the sci-fi game I was expecting. If I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but it is weird that it has happened twice. Hopefully I end up loving Genesis as much as I came to love Xenoblade 2. Rooting for 2037. Oh, I don't want to wait that long. So yeah, Gormott here, again, because it's a lot closer to release, looks very pretty much how it's going to look in the final game. Rex's model has changed. The face features are not massively different, but they are different from how they are in the final game. He's got no core crystal either. I do remember that getting pointed out in one of the directs when that had changed. I like how they draw attention to Saito's sketches here. Nia and Dromark look pretty much as they would be. If you had those nickels, they'd have been useless to you because I don't live in the US. Yeah, this looks, again... Interesting that Pyra's core crystal doesn't have the X either. So I wonder if they were hiding that plot point at this point. Hey, Gregor, thank you for lurking. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Enjoy bed. I'm surprised they showed Mithra this early. But yeah, there's definitely a lot less different in Xenoblade 2's trailer compared to the other two. But again, that's because it got revealed just under a year before it came out, rather than like 2 years before, like the other two. And a lot can change in like the gap from 2 years to 1 year. Just want to watch Araya again because it's so pretty. Yeah, that logo though. That's it's missing a lot. It feels wrong. I wish we had a shot of Araya like that in the game itself, because that is stunning. Alright, on to... I see Anel has put out a video that I'm going to have to watch after stream. Thankfully, it's a shorter stream today. Right, now this one isn't going to be that different from the final game, because I'm pretty sure when they revealed it, the game was basically done. Hence the fact that they were able to pull it forward 2 months. Imagine open world Xenoblade 2, free travel across the Cloud Sea. That'd be really cool. I guess they had prioritized other stuff before finalizing the logo. Yeah.
Fighting in order to live.
And as soon as he started speaking, that's when my brain went,
And
oh, Xenoblade! Man, I love Xenoblade 3.
That's the way of our
But
world.
yeah, this is basically, I don't think this has changed at all between now and the final release.
Tell me, what would possess you to side with them?
We're fighting because there are enemies to kill.
I refuse to believe you're him.
I knew it. I saw this coming.
You're not enemies now.
Fine for you, isn't it? All that time you've got.
You could try to move forwards again.
How can our lives be so snuffing little to you?
They're not your friends anymore. They're his fuel.
Sword march. The land pierced by a great sword.
Yeah, there's basically no differences in this one.
Real enemy.
Whatever life is lost, I won't let you shoulder it all.
I will miss
Filling up these flickering
early trailer weirdness, though. I think it is better overall that Nintendo tend to reveal games a lot closer to release now. But there's something fun about going back to old trailers and just seeing what's changed. And another stunning shot. Also, A Life Sent On is like one of my favourite Xenoblade tracks of all time. It just chills. Chills every time. Yeah, the Tears of the Kingdom hype cycle was exciting but tedious. I think as long as they don't do that too often, it can be fun. But I do generally prefer the faster like hype cycle. Right, let's get to the main event then. So we're going to watch it through again. I know we all saw it yesterday, but I want to refresh it in my mind, and then we're going to go through and see if I see anything interesting. If you want a proper analysis, check out Enel or Luxin. Enel's got his video out. Luxin will have his out soon, I'm sure. So I'm still not 100% sold on the art style, but I'm sure I'll come around. The music, though, I've watched this trailer a few times, and the music is sticking in my head. Anime was the source of all things. What's the difference between this trailer and the final release? This trailer is real, the final release isn't. Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned Xenoblade 3 and Fire Emblem Sap, because this art style and just setting looks very Three Houses to me. Yeah, I'm seeing the black lines you've mentioned, and I do think the environments would look better if they didn't have those. The eyes definitely feel very similar to Xenoblade 3. They nailed the eyes in those games. That game. It's one game. Yeah, the shape of the world is very interesting. It's like a Dyson sphere. So something is definitely going to come of that. Now this shot is where all of my misgivings started to fade away. I was like, okay, I can get on board with this. Because that is fucking gorgeous. Right, let's a bit more slowly go through. So first of all, I think it's interesting that it's titled Genesis, because obviously Xenoblade and just Xeno in general is very big on religious themes. Xenosaga literally had Jesus in it. And Genesis is the start of the Bible. So I'm thinking that there's going to be some kind of Eden analogy. Some kind of forbidden knowledge is going to be gained, and they're going to get kicked out of this apparent paradise, and that's when, like, shit's going to kick off. We're going to discover the truth behind the world. I'm thinking they're on the inside of a sphere. I think the halfway point of this game is they're going to get kicked out, and they're going to find some hellhole on the other side of the sphere. And that's where more of the traditional Xeno stuff is going to start coming in. You know, Xenoblade is known for the sci-fi stuff, but at the same time, as an enjoyer of fantasy stuff, you'd be on board if it does say fantasy. I won't be against it. Obviously, I wanted sci-fi. The way I see it is, it's not what I wanted. I wanted X2, or I wanted a more sci-fi Xenoblade 4, because that's the direction 3 seemed to be going from 1 and 2. It was getting more and more sci-fi as it went. But it's also not what I didn't want. It's not just like a big cheap crossover between the trilogy and X, which is what I was really hoping they wouldn't do. So I can get on board with it. What you're not seeing in this when so many people are saying this doesn't look like Xenoblade. I think now I've watched it a few more times, the environments definitely look a lot like 3. Besides that filter, I'm not a fan of the filter, like the black border. And then the eyes on the character models definitely do look a lot like 3. I think it's just because the actual style they've gone for, like the anime style, is a bit different. It's not Saito anymore, which is a shame because I liked his art. I believe they've announced the names of the artists. I think it's the character designers who did Masha and Ino in Xenoblade 3. And I did like those designs, so... I want the crossover to be in Muso, yes. So, first of all, Port City here, that is very pretty. It's like a Colosseum or something here. Yeah, I think I don't like that border. I think the border just kind of makes it look a lot worse than it is, and makes it look quite cheap. Part of that could be trailer compression on YouTube, though. There's obviously a lot of very Xenoblade-y rock structures. It's kind of behind my webcam, actually, so let's get rid of that. Like, that is a... Actually, to be fair, it looks better in my OBS preview than it does on my monitor. Yeah, that's a very Xenoblade rock structure there. Oh, you can't see my mouse. Hold on. Oh no, capture cursor is on. Oh. I'm sure it was popping up earlier. That's fine. Anima is an interesting thing that they've mentioned, though, because that is a very big... From what I know of Xenogears and Xenosaga, that is a very big deal. So I'm curious if it's going to be the same thing, or if it's just reusing the name. Outline is just invisible to you, not noticing it during gameplay. Yeah, I've only started noticing it now Sapper's pointed it out. Hold on, we missed... There's a boat there. I wonder if we'll get to sail on the seas. That'd be pretty cool, like Wind Waker style. But yeah, this shot of the... It's like a big Dyson sphere, basically, which is pretty cool. Oh, no, you can see my cursor. There we go. This here, Sap pointed out earlier, looks a lot like a bigger version of the weird platforms in Leftheria. So that'd be quite interesting to see if there's some kind of connection there. That is like a big waterfall that looks like Macna Forest-ish to me, but obviously it's not a jungle, so it definitely is different. There's a lot of just complexity to the design of the terrain. There's another island over here which looks quite interesting. Hold on a minute. That beach... That... Obviously the rest of the island is different, but that is like one-to-one with Seabird's Beach, the beach on Silverlum in Xenoblade X. That is interesting. I think those are those Arden? I think those are Arden, yeah, coming back. So when I saw a screenshot of this earlier, I said that looks a lot like the Oblivia Ring. But now that I'm looking at it, I can see it's clearly like stone structures. I think they are the ones we see at the end of the trailer. They do look a lot like the archways in Silverlum to me, but they've got these pillars here that weren't in Silverlum. Yes, I will be comparing it to Xenoblade X all the time, because that is the way my brain is wired. I did it in Xenoblade 3 as well, and nothing came of it. It's a very pretty shot, though. I think this is the port town from the start. I'm loving the colour here. It's very vibrant. I don't think any living creature in this trailer is returning. New ecosystem. That would make the most sense. I just thought they looked quite similar. I know the other creatures we see are completely different. There's a lot going on in this town, though. It's very bustling. There's the Six Suns. This looked very Fire Emblem, this battle scene. Like, this armor is very standard medieval looking to me. The weapons as well are pretty standard swords. This is pretty cool, though. So she's able to channel the anima into an attack. Here's our new main character. This is Eleanor. Very interesting that they've gone for the name Eleanor, because Ellie is a very big deal in Xenogears. The fire animation, when it ends up looking at the sky, really reminds you of that campfire. I thought the same, actually, yeah. Yeah, her design has grown on me a lot. She's quite cute. And I think this is, excluding Elma, because obviously X has the custom character, I think this is the first time we've had, for a full game, a female protagonist since Shion in Xenosaga, which is really cool. Them being elves is weird, though. That feels very un-Xenoblade. But it's also been pointed out by a lot of people that the Samarians had elf-like ears. And so I think if this does connect in any way, that's one of the potential through lines there. Can't not think of Dragalia when you say Ellie, because one of the characters in that has their name shortened to that. Good old Dragalia does share a lot with Xenoblade, doesn't it? Okay, so this does slightly worry me, the fact that it's like some kind of school or academy setting, because that just seems to be a really common trope in anime and stuff at the moment, and I don't know. I don't want to go to a school. I had enough of that in Scarlet and Violet. Now this is interesting. So, it only amplifies a Vesselized powers, but it also records its bearer's thoughts and actions. That sounds a lot like a core crystal to me. Because the core crystal would take in data from its driver, and that would influence the blade. So I'm wondering if these are maybe like a different world's take on that same technology. Also, it's interesting that this is purple, because Logos, is unaccounted for. And you can sort of see like a galaxy in it. And I know it's in one of the Xenoblades with someone with that kind of core crystal, and I can't remember if it was 2 or 3. But if you like really looked at it, you could see a very similar pattern in the Aegis core crystal. So I think this is almost certainly... This is the other thread that's the most likely connection, besides the Samarians, to me, is that is almost certainly Malos. If that is not Malos, I will eat a copy of Xenoblade. And that is the Numa final form sword. That is 1-to-1 the exact same design. So there is definitely something Aegis going on there. That is way too specific and way too late game to be a reference, to just be like a cheap reference, because if it was just a cheap reference to Xenoblade 2, I would expect it to be Pyra's sword, rather than, like, the Numa sword. This guy's about to eat Xenoblade. Yeah, the school looks nice, even if I don't want to spend too much time there. That is a very, very full forest. I do like the look of this environment here. I love spruce trees. Now this is a pretty environment. Some kind of flying creature up there. Looked a bit like a quad wing, but I don't think it is. Let's burn the school down. I guarantee they're going to be like super corrupt in some way. So this is probably like some kind of tutorial. These things look awesome. So I'm assuming in place of skells, our traversal options are going to be various mounts that we can ride. And we do need them, because walking around in Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3 was very slow. And I just love the design of these things. They're like a mixture of wolves and horses. And I'm hoping that the dragon we see later on, I'm hoping we get to fly one of them. Okay, yeah, this is a new creature. Pretty cool design. I wish we could see more of it. So, he glows with some kind of power here. And again, I'm noticing that it is purple. And purple has had a lot of stuff that's been very important recently. There's been Logos, Ouroboros are purple, Mobius are purple, Ghosts are purple. Something's going on with the purple. I sound like a conspiracy theorist. So I'm wondering, is he a party member or is he like some kind of rival character the way he's talking? She's cute. Here we go, here's the dragon. So the fact that there are dragons is really cool. It also makes me think that this project started life as the new IP that Monolith was supposedly doing, because they had that fantasy concept art. And I wonder if, in order to get it greenlit by Nintendo, they reworked it into Xenoblade. Looked like he was following the player in a previous scene. Ah, yeah, maybe he was. Because there were a few characters following, so he could have been one of them. So that looks like the school down there. So presumably it's in this... This looks like a crater to me. This looks like there's been some kind of crash landing. And it's in this big rock in the middle here feels suspect. That does not look natural. I'll tell you what that looks like. That looks like a big-ass fossilized spaceship to me. Like, you kind of got like a bit of like cockpit-y stuff here. Maybe some kind of view you could see out of. It's just, it doesn't look natural at all, whatever it is. It's the man on ship. It's a bit big for that. Yeah, the dragon looks cool. Color scheme reminds me of Gramps a bit. I think this is a new guy. I don't think we've seen him before. It's interesting that he's on about a purifying flame. Is he going to burn people alive? That environment there looks very left area to me. Is that like a little tower or something there? Like a crystal tower? I wonder if that'll be an important place. And here we go. This is definitely going to be a best girl because she has grey-white hair. That fight scene is very nicely animated. Also, she looks angry, and we all know that I like the angry, rude girls. But she is cute. What is this thing? Now this looks very telepathy. Some people have also said it looks a bit Ouroboros-y, and I do kind of see it, but I kind of see the Telethium more, just in the textures on it. The Ouroboros are a bit more smooth. I suppose it could be a bit Mobius-y. It's just Senna. I suppose, like, physique-wise, it's quite similar to Senna's Ouroboros form. I'd be very surprised if we saw Senna in this game, though. Oh, I bet she's popular on certain parts of the internet. Gothy elf mummy here. Who's this guy? He's clearly someone important. Is he, like, one of the nation's leaders or something? And Sap also pointed out this character earlier with the staff. She shows up later. That staff's probably quite important. We finally get the proper Senna quest. Yeah. Now this guy, that is a very Fire Emblem evil wizard design. I'm sure I've seen someone like just one-to-one with him in Fire Emblem. He's definitely a bad guy. Okay, what the fuck is this thing? What is that? He does look like Zeta, actually, yeah. But yeah, what is this? This is not a Nopon. Where are my Nopon? I don't want this. I don't like him. Oh, there was a masked lady very briefly there. Is that the protagonist? Yeah, she looks like she's died or something, so she's keeping up with the trend. All Xenoblade protagonists need to die at the start of the game. Finally, yes, Pon. Okay, that's what I'm going to call him until we get a proper name. Okay, so he he clearly has some kind of power that's been unleashed here. So I'm wondering if the role that he's going to fill in the game is going to be kind of similar to Pyro and Mithra, where he's a love interest with like a very dangerous power he can't or doesn't want to use properly. And then she almost dies, and then he's forced to use it. Okay, so she and the staff has to be quite important to get a whole scene to herself like this. If Yespon has the guts to utter meh, you'll eat your copy of the game. I think we're both going to be eating it, Sap. So those are probably the party members we just saw. This plant is interesting. It looks like the plant you get in Animal Crossing when you get a perfect island. So she mentioned... Did she just mention... Is that where she mentions her brother? Yeah. So I reckon her brother, she thinks he's dead, but he's going to end up being part of, like, whatever's going on. The 6 suns are interesting. So it's interesting. The central one looks more like a proper sun just sitting there. The others seem to be orbiting it. And the fact that it's the number 6 as well is pretty suspect. Because there were 6... people that made up the Ouroboros in Future Redeemed. There were 6 Ares cores. I don't think it's necessarily directly connected to those two things, but I think it will connect to the underlying mythology of the series. The idea of 6 maybe having some connection to the Rift is going to be very important, I think. Think your brother was just the boy with the same... Oh, yeah, the dragon boy had like a similar colour hair, didn't he? Could be. Could be a brother, yeah. Does Star Fox go to one of those suns and die? Yeah, Star Fox is actually a prequel to this game. So yeah, the number 6 here with the suns is very interesting. That's quite a unique... They've done something quite unique with the suns there. I'm interested to see how that plays into the story. Oh, the older guy. This guy. Yeah, he could be the brother. He's got the same eyes as well, actually, yeah. Yeah, this final shot is gorgeous. This cove here reminds me of somewhere in the series, but I can't quite place where. These seem to be the same Sylvalum-looking rocks that we were talking about earlier. Now this island over here is interesting because that looks very Coldros to me. Obviously lava and brimstone isn't unique to Xenoblade X, but even just the island shape is very similar. So it's probably nothing. It's almost certainly nothing, but I'm just noting it. There's a little island here. I'm thinking we will probably get a boat at some point and we'll be able to go to these islands, just with how many of them there seem to be. So I'm wondering if this will be more open world like X, or if it will be more like big but self-contained areas like the trilogy. It's Citadark Isle. I need to play. That's XD that's from, isn't it? When I'm done, watch back that fire scene earlier and notice it's night and 5 suns are visible. Yeah, let's go back to that. Where was that? That was early on, wasn't it? Oh yeah, that is a good catch, Sap. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder what that could mean. Prediction, the suns aren't suns at all, but a mechanical construct or something that gives off the same light and heat as a sun, maybe unintentionally allowing life to exist. So I've got a bit of a theory that maybe this is some kind of space station. And the world is built like on the inside of the sphere. And maybe these suns were like the engine that's unintentionally allowed life to grow. But yeah, I think you're onto something there, Sam, with the mechanical construct thing. I guess the big one does the day-night cycle. That would make sense to me. And wouldn't be a Xenoblade game without a space station. Ironically, the most sci-fi Xenoblade game doesn't have a space station. There is not a space station in X. But, yeah, I'm very interested to see where this game goes. The more I watch the trailer, the more I'm coming around to it from my initial reactions of that doesn't look like Xenoblade to me. So I'm becoming more and more excited. There's a part of me that will always be salty that it's not Xenoblade X2. That will never go away. That's just because that game is one of my favourite games of all time, and I'm desperate for a sequel. But I'm very interested to see what they do with Xenoblade Genesis. It's looking very, very promising so far. The real space station is the friends who made it along the way. Yeah, that's been a good stream. I've enjoyed going through the trailers and doing a little bit of a quick analysis here. The Switch 2 edition of Xenoblade Definitive Edition, that is a mouthful, was good fun. Yeah, I enjoyed that racing mode more than I thought I was going to. When I saw the trailer for the Switch 2 editions, I basically went, oh yeah, the Xenoblade 2 and the Xenoblade 3 stuff looks good. I guess I'll show off the Xenoblade 1 stuff. It looks a bit shoehorned in. It looks alright. But I actually liked that a fair bit. That was really fun. I'm definitely going to play more of that. That was great. It might give me the motivation to go and actually finally finish all the quests in Xenoblade 1. We'll see. But yeah, so that will do it for today. Where is my stream deck gone? There it is. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. So after this little one-off stream, we'll be getting back onto the regular schedule. I'll be back on Saturday with the finale of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. There are 2 dungeons left in the game. A fair amount to do before the next one, but I think I can get it done in one stream. Regardless, I am going to finish on Sunday. It may just end up being a longer stream. Then next Wednesday, I will be getting back to Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, and we'll be doing the summer-themed song requests that we should have been doing today before Nintendo rudely interrupted my plans. I believe the Switch 2 edition for Xenoblade 2 comes out on the 30th of July, which is a Thursday. So I won't be streaming that day because that's when Sam streams, but I could probably squeeze in an extra stream on the Friday and do a first impression stream then. That's what I'm currently leaning towards doing. The physical of Xenoblade 1 also comes out then, but I don't... As much as I'm a fan of Xenoblade, and as much as I'd like to have them all, I don't really want to double dip. Plus, I don't like the Switch 2 edition boxes very much. Yeah, that is what I'm thinking. Probably a Xenoblade 2 first impression stream on that Friday. Will probably be a lot longer than this one because there's a new Blade and a new Blade quest. Depending on how long that takes, that might end up being 2 streams. I don't know. We don't really know enough about what that new content is going to be yet. Xenoblade 3 is December 3rd, so that's way too far away to worry about. But yeah, that'll do. So have a good one, guys, and I will see you later. Let's go and Genesis some Xenoblade. Bye!